that's considered the favorite. You've got two Aussies here with the two fastest times this year. Elijah Winnington, 21 years old, wasn't even a part of the world team for Australia in 2019. We'll get him in the water here and tell you more about Elijah Winnington. So he is in lane 4. Lachlan is below him in lane 5, 26 years old. They are the two fastest times in the world this year. And here are the Americans on top of the screen. The final bid here to form the final 8 rule race for the medals tomorrow.
You mentioned Kieran Smith up there in lane number 2. Just has had a sensational career as a Florida Gator. He's the fastest 500-yard freestyler in the 3:4:06. He's done that a couple of times. Actually tied his record back-to-back years in 2020 and 2021.
But the Americans are real underdogs, Rowdy.
They are.
There has not been a U.S. gold in the Olympics since 1984 when George DiCarlo won it when you were swimming in Los Angeles.
You don't need to make that sound like that long ago. When you were swimming.
But Elijah Winnington, we talked about him not even being a part of the Australian World Championship team. After he didn't make it, he had a talk with Australia's new coaching sensation, Dean Boxall, who trains Ariane Titmus, who you're going to see challenge Katie Ledecky later on in these games, and not only the 200 free, but the 400 free. He is a wild, eccentric kind of guy, and he turned Winnington into personal best times in a matter of months. So Winnington thanking Dean Boxall and his relationship with him, turning him into one of the favorites in this Olympic 400 free.
Yeah, Winnington and McLaughlin right there in 4 and 5. You can't miss them with those yellow caps. But the Americans right now at the top doing pretty good, especially Kieran Smith right there. You know, he was one. I was just talking to Elizabeth Feisel, our other teammate here. She said he never really proved himself on the international stage, and here he is doing it at the Olympic Games. And you know, followed his older brother Grayson in the swimming. It was like 6 years of age. But he said to be able to get to the next level, he's got to go out. And that's what he did right there. 151.4. That's what you've got to do. You cannot be afraid to attack this race early on.
I was going to say it's a little scary, especially in your first Olympic race, to get out there. You know you've got the favorites from Australia in the middle of the pool. It's the only event this men's 400 free that the U.S. men did not win a medal in Rio. There's Kieran Smith looking pretty good up there in lane 2. You see the two Aussie caps there, a couple of lanes to the right of him.
Mitchell's latched on to Kieran Smith. He's way up there at the top of the screen.
Yeah, so the Americans and the Aussies are running 1, 2, 3, 4 right now.
You don't want to be fifth. You know, let's check the time. So it's right now 3:44.6. Sixth in third. I think you still have to be under 3:45 to make it back. Smith's starting to come back a little bit. Boy, Winnington, I just think he hasn't taken a hard stroke yet. He looks really good. He came home really fast at their Australian trials. He was 27 low coming back.
You're looking down there in lane 6, Marco Vitulio looking pretty good as well, but it's Winnington, and look at Mitchell up there in lane 1. Continuing to push Smith just below him in lane 2.
Boy, both Americans, they are looking really good right now.
They might both be passing Australia. No, here comes Winnington coming in hard, but there is Kieran Smith looking good. Here comes McLaughlin in lane 5. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to Smith in the third position. Winnington in the